Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to get up. Time to start the day. Are you ready? Welcome to the Rider Time podcast here on the Morphin Network, and we are here to discuss Kamen Rider Zeztz, Episode 4, Case 4, Rob. Still not used to the fact that the episode number is part of the title.
Now, are we using Rob as a proper noun or as an adjective?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Because are we referring to Rob as in Robert, as in Bobby, or are we talking about the action of being robbed? Because there is none of that here.
Yeah, it's this is an episode that involves kidnapping a VIP bride.
From a winged plague doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh man, I just had apparently there's something to do with someone said to me, they're like, is this like the Black Parade? Is there going to be this isn't Helena? Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, did someone say G note?
I know. They're like, oh my god, like, no. That would be pretty freaking awesome if it was, but it's not. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about Case 4. How is everyone accepting and following this show?
Apparently, they're doing great, or horribly, depending on how you feel about the dream sequences.
You know, I thought you were going to say Dreamcast at first, and I'm like, the Dreamcast is a great system, and I will defend it.
I mean, it did make one of the greatest Sonic franchises of all time.
Adventure 1 and 2?
Adventure, period.
I mean,
Yes.
we have had, looking into all of the Zeztz media and the Zeztz commentary that was talked about in Los Angeles this past weekend. Apparently, a lot of people have been talking about the pacing and the so-called plot of the story. That they're saying that it's like incoherent and not really like. It seems like they're trying to go for a 2-episode, story structure, but it's not even doing that.
I think at first they're gonna do that, just to introduce the most base mechanics, but then after around episode 16 they're gonna change the formula a bit. But the thing is, the 2-episode story structure has always been a staple of Kamen Rider. Heck, we've been going through 38 episodes of Kamen Rider O's in the past couple of months. 2, to be more accurate, maybe 3. I still can't believe we're almost done with O's.
Count the medals, 1, 2, and 3.
The one thing about it that my commentary on that statement is just, we have barely hit episode 4, and you guys are saying that the episodes, what basis do we have to say that?
Mm-hmm.
We have barely hit episode 4, and everyone's like, yeah.
We literally just got the opening sequence. What are you talking about?
We literally got the opening sequence. So it's like, I mean, the people saying that the pacing, we just barely hit 4 episodes. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I haven't seen you guys acting that way with freaking Soul Eater when the entire first 3 episodes are just prologue part 1, prologue part 2. Black Star, prologue, part 3, Death the Kid.
Soul Eater, the anime is garbage. It is just a dumpster fire of the times, and I stand by that comment. Soul Eater, the anime is it's absolute trash. It's absolute garbage. And you want to talk about pacing issues? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. But I
mean, to devil's advocate, the outros were amazing. The outros,
the music, the openings, and the outros were amazing. But the series in and of itself was garbage. So
Yeah.
no. This is where I say the printed media is far better, and it deserves to get the Brotherhood like revamped, or like the 1,000-Year Blood War revamped. Because holy crap,
that Fire Force is a prequel.
Yes, Fire Force is a prequel. I mean, no joke. Not to rant on it for too long, but how was it not obvious? I saw that manga, I saw the anime, and I'm like, this is so Soul Eater, and it's from the same guy. Mm-hmm. I could have sworn, maybe it's like within the same world. I mean, no. It's the pre-Genesis that led into that world that we are in. So it's like apparently that's fiery Jesus over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, I dig it.
Alrighty.
But no, the comments about like the whole like, oh, the structure and the pacing, like, we just barely hit 4 episodes. You bunch of dorks. Mm-hmm. The first one is the intro. The second one and the third one, I'm like, okay, I guess you could say that. But I'm like, okay, because some people have said that the first two and 3 like felt like one entire episode cut like it was literally cut in half.
I mean, a lot of Kamen Rider episodes are like that.
And like, isn't that what a lot of tokusatsu does? Like, if you were to skip the intro. I know I just said blasphemous words there, but
I know, but like, yeah. Wait, we're talking about this as a hypothetical. We're talking about this as a hypothetical.
If you were to watch it completely, intro 1, skip second intro, and the outro. And then just go and outro at the end. It's like, yeah, it is literally a full 1 hour episode because it left off on a cliffhanger. It left off on a part that I'm like, so wait, Fuji Sensei got trapped by the bomb, or the bomb tempted him, and so we left off like, what's gonna happen? And then we pick up from where it goes, and it's like, how is that any different from like Fies or Double or O's or like where we left off where we had finished?
Yeah, not only that, it's not just Kamen Rider that does that. A lot of shows do that.
Ultraman, Super Sentai's done it before. I mean, we literally just talked about Ultraman Omega episode 12, where it felt like nothing much happened in episode 12, and it's just a mundane 2-parter with a kaiju that has way too much potential but got obscenely squandered.
I mean, hell, video games do it all the time. I mean, the most infamous is the Kingdom Hearts series. Mm-hmm. If you were to play the first 3 games, including Chain, it's like it's like they took the game, but no. The story is, and they just cut it into parts. Mm-hmm. And that's it. It's a continuous story. But because there's a span between, you're like, oh, no. It all kind of, so again, I don't understand why some people are saying that the pacing is off, especially if we've only hit 4 episodes.
Like, are these people new to Kamen Rider?
I assume so, because again, I've actually been noticing, and again, not gatekeeping, I don't care. Come all children, there is salvation in the light. Come all are welcome. I'll give anyone 10 points if you know where that came from.
God, I recognize that.
Again, if you want, if please come on, welcome everybody. But when they start ragging and they start like, okay, let me ask you this question, my guy. Which Kamen Rider did you watch? What Toko or what show did you watch that they didn't do that? Especially, I'm like, okay, if we were already into like maybe 10 episodes or so, 10, I say 10. Maybe we could, maybe at that point we have some solid, like, okay, here's the first 10. What did you think about the pacing? But only 4 episodes, and now people are like, oh my God, the pacing is so trash.
Well, it could be worse. I know of a former Toku reviewer who I'm not going to mention their name because I don't want people to go after this person, despite some of his weird opinions and thinking that they're objective. Like, he literally thinks his opinions are objective. He gave up on Geo after 1 episode and even said in his own review, if you like this, you're in support of sociopathy. And I'm like, okay, you're giving up after one episode, and also, where is this coming from? What do you mean? Like, children love this show in Japan. Are you saying that the kids that love Geo are in support of a word that they probably don't even know what that word means yet?
I don't know. I mean, again, everyone is entitled to their opinions and their reviews, but I'm like, sometimes I kind of question.
I'm trying to figure out how one fits into the other.
Is it so much that, like, okay, well, I mean, for me, I don't recall Gov getting so much attention, in terms of social media, but I mean, I know that within the community, we have spoken.
I mean, I think it grew over time because of TikTok. Because I know that between Dawn Brothers moving forward, like Tokusatsu actors have been posting a lot of TikTok videos.
I have seen a lot of people talk about Zeztz than any other Kamen Rider, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like, everyone is talking about Zeztz. And again, everyone is welcome to come into the fandoms. No, we don't gatekeep here. Absolutely not.
Just make sure, but the thing is, if you're gonna come as a tourist, remember, like, don't just stick around in the Sandals Resort. Meet the natives. Get to know about the culture.
What exactly? It's kind of like, have you all seen or heard about that list that some random 15-year-olds did about, like, talking about anime?
No,
if you're talking about the anime, man, we've been talking about it. Heck, we even made a joke about it last week. I
don't know if it was the anime man, but it was just a bunch of, like, kids on a couch, like, they were watching, like, Speed Racer, Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that's the anime man. Yeah,
is that them? Okay, yeah. And I just kind of, and again, I did see that. I was like, okay, let's hear it. Let's hear what a bunch of kids that were not even a thought in their parents' heads, or what they think of, golden age of anime. And I'm like, no, that's exactly what I would think some kid would actually say about, like, like, shows that were, like, again, that, oh, my big three, shut up about that. Just shut up. Okay. Look, we all get it. We know, this is that. But then when it came to the new stuff, that's when they were like, that's a 10, that's a 10. And that's the same thing here with well, it's not, because Zeztz is like, we don't know Zeztz yet. And yet people are already like, oh, it's a mid tier. It's a mid season. It's not like God. And I'm like, how do we know this? I can't even tell you an opinion about Zeztz yet.
I even remember when Go Busters first came out, people were judging it solely on the fact that it wasn't Gokaiger rather than for what it is very early on.
The great Ghostbuster purge, that they were like, oh, it's going to be like Ghostbusters, and it wasn't. And then they got a spy espionage show. That was
meanwhile, like, Dawn Brothers, oh yeah, it's going to be like Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it's like,
sweet summertime.
As far as I could tell, I think 2 and 3 actually did a good job with its pacing, because if you were just to watch it completely, 2 and 3, that could have been a full hour-long episode. It could have been. It kind of sandwiched itself well. But to give that kind of criticism online, especially since we haven't even hit 5 episodes yet, and it's like people are already saying that the pacing sucks. I'm like, what shows have you watched that are just like that?
Yeah.
Megaforce.
Well, let's not talk about Megaforce, because I mean, they did what they did, and we just give them a gold star and a juice box. Thank you. Yep. All right. So we finally have an opening.
Yes, and it's Killer Diller.
It's a good opening.
I didn't really realize it, that Zetz's side profile actually makes the number 7.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so that's the emblem for Zeztz, but it makes the 7. I'm like, all right. So I guess when he does his rider kick, when he does the sevens, that's him. So we can verify that it's not a Z. Well, it is a Z, but it's also sevens.
Yeah. All right. So what you're saying is Toei and Tsuburaya collaboration with a team up with Ultra 7 and Zeztz confirmed.
They did it with Ultraman and Kamen Rider back in the day. Why not? Especially since, oh yeah, we could do the dreams. Do Ultra's dream? Of course they do. You don't
Oh
think
gosh, I wonder what an Ultraman's dream would be like.
you don't think that crossover would not happen? But I will say though, compared to what Gov gave us last season, this is a very like mellow, jazzy theme, and it is something that we have been hearing. Like when you watch it on when they're streaming it, you do hear when the countdown starts. You do hear the opening, and we have we just never had like visuals to go with it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, so what is going on? What is this? What's this show about? And if I were to tell you, yeah, this show's about dreams, you probably wouldn't get that off of this intro. Because there's like a movie theater, there's a bunch of flashing lights, the half moon, the red blood moon, and it's like, so what is this show about? It's about a spy. It's about a spy, but not a spy.
A dream spy.
Yep.
He's playing pretend because he doesn't know what he's doing. But in terms of openings, I mean, it is a very chill Zen vibe. So as of right now, just like Gov, I did not initially like Gov's opening originally. I kind of thought like this is different, but it grew on me. So as of right now, I'm like kind of in the middle with the opening. Ask me in a couple of episodes if I feel like it grew on me.
Yeah.
Because so far it kind of feels like it's trying to give like a double vibe, but come on, at least Double was a real detective.
Yeah.
But yes, case 4, Rob, you must protect the VIP bride. Good luck.
Oh yeah, BNES Rob.
And we're not talking about Rob from Smash Brothers. So our mission is
choose to accept
clergy. We must marry a bride and groom. Which I kind of asked the question: so, are we doing this in real life? No, this is a dream.
But whose dream?
That's a very good question. I don't know. And how did this happen? I don't know. It just is. So we have Baku impersonating a man of the cloth, and we have two newlyweds.
Soon to be newlyweds.
Soon to be newlyweds. Their names are. Well, the names are not important right now. But yes, they are to be wed. Now, of course, throw the rice. Thank you. We're in a church that we have filmed in many times. If you've noticed, this is the same church that Guy and I'm did that one scene in Gokaiger all those years ago.
Yeah,
I believe we've been here with Drive and many other shows before. So I'm like, yeah, it's one of those.
Just sadly, not Kiva.
Well,
the one that actually needed a church.
Yeah, we didn't get that. Well, we did get a church, but it was more of a modern day church. This is like one of the older ones, and same thing went with the Double and the Oz movie. We didn't have a traditional church. It was more like a modern day one.
Well, to be fair, we didn't see the outside of the church from the core movie. So for all we know, like the church is inside, the church processions are inside Tokyo Dome.
Maybe. But we kind of give the blessing to these people because we're doing a dress rehearsal for their big day wedding. Okay. And of course, we find out that one of our dream girls is actually here. Nem is the is the coordinator of the event.
Yeah, so I'm still wondering, like, is Nem an actual person, or is she somebody who only exists in the dream world?
That's a good question.
So far, we haven't seen her in the real world. We've seen her like in
commercials and posters.
But I mean, is it a real person, or is it like, again, the whole thing, like, is it an AI personality? Because it's kind of crazy how, like, in today's technology, we are creating bodies and personas that are so, like, they look real, but unless you really pay attention, it's like, no, that's fake. That's fake. That's not a real person. You know, those whole like AI, like chat bots or whatever. It's like, yeah, no. So that is a good question. Is she real? Is she not?
Well, according to the executive producer of the show, who visited LA Comic-Con this past weekend. By the way, we hope you guys enjoyed LA Comic-Con. We might find more information about Nem in episode 6.
They really did like tease us that focus on Nem, focus on what she's doing, and I'm like, so far not a lot, but I am interested to know who she is.
Like, is she the true villain of the show?
That would be crazy.
That would be like that. Well, that would be like an obvious red herring right there. You know, like, oh, she is the bad guy. I'm like, well.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time we've ever had a female main villain.
I don't think we ever had one.
Closest we got was Jam.
I mean, we never actually had a female villain in a Kamen Rider. We've had female antagonists, and you know, like, but never like the big boss was a lady. So
there's also there's also the two homunculi.
Well, I don't know, because again, I mean, I know a lot of people will probably kill me. Like, what about the Stomach family? There was a bomb. Again, yeah, but they weren't.
Yeah, like, Lango's the main villain, and even then, I would say more that Jaluduk was the main villain, but then like Lango just like kind of takes over last minute.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, we did have the Dommy mommies and the baddie goth girls fighting, but they weren't like the final boss, you know. And
they could have made Az the final villain, or even Tsukuyomi, but they didn't.
If they had done that, I'm like, okay, yeah, now we finally have something. Which I'm like, Sentai has done that multiple times, along with like Ultraman.
Yep.
So I'm like, yeah, Kamen Rider, what's up with you? Women can be tyrannical.
Yeah,
let's see
now. Bloodstark, Gamadeus. We wind up hearing dreams coming from another side of the church. And the bride and groom are getting held up by some mysterious young man with a box cutter, demanding that they let the bride come with them. And I'm like, okay, who dreamed this up? Who dreamt this scenario? Seriously. Oh, it's the childhood friend to the bride. You sure about that?
I need a drink. I really do. Lemonade.
Oh, yeah. Milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
I think I spoke about this in what was it? I think it was like an Ols or something, where I said if you gotta say something, say it. Okay, don't be living in that whole like, I gotta wait for the right time. I'm like, motherfucker, you look sad holding that little box cutter and thinking like, and making a scene in front of not only the bride and her betrothal, but in front of the whole family. And if this is a childhood friend, that means that your parents know who he is.
Yep.
So, I don't know what it is you're trying to gain out of this. I really don't. But since this is the dream world, apparently Baku can just, pump
Flip the dude.
Yeah, he just gives him the bird and just pumps himself up. That just, just takes them out like nothing. I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, did you really need to do that, Baku? Did you really need to do
The answer to that question is...
I seriously say he could have just because again, you're in the dream, Baku. I mean, you're so much cooler than you are in real life, but isn't that how dreams usually are?
Yeah, I mean, that is what it is to be Kirito, the wish-fulfilling main character that no one else could be. You know what's crazy is how, sometimes I would catch my sister playing on, some mobile game, and there's always another player somewhere in the world whose username is Kirito.
Well, the thing here with Baku, especially in this moment, because he does wake up from the dream, I love how his voice goes from that super serious spy voice. I'm like, I'll protect you.
Basically, he goes from Floyd Forger to Anya.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's literally that. I guess for a modern day reference, it's a Zenitsu voice. It goes from
yes.
He goes from being super suave and just I'll protect you to just be like, oh, good morning, guys.
Yes, Zenitsu, that one guy from that one show.
Just screaming and just well, I'm like, yeah, that's Baku. If I were to say Baku is somebody, he's definitely Zenitsu right now, and Nem is his Nezuko.
Yeah.
Although I feel like Baku has a little bit more together than Zenitsu Boy does. But you know what? It's crazy, and I find it just hilarious. He wakes up from the dream world to go walk into his closet to get to the dream world.
I think it's more like a lucid thing where if he goes into the office while he's awake, he's still his regular civilian Baku self. But if he enters by actually sleeping, then he becomes Agent Zero.
I mean, he's in his boxer shorts for crying. He didn't even put pants on. Well, I don't either.
Good morning, Agent 7.
Yeah, I'm like, if it were up to me going into the office, it's like, you're not wearing pants. It's my office. Oh, yeah. And there is Otto Vagin drinking his tea.
His motor-oiled tea.
But I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Not gonna brush your teeth, wash your face, or you're just gonna walk into the office like that?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it is your office, so I don't give a shit. You can light up in here too. I mean, it's your office. That is your motorcycle over there drinking. So, who am I to ask? But yeah, apparently the bike decides to throw down what happened or what is happening. So in the last episode, we do know that the bomb, the explode nightmare did get out.
Yeah. Basically in the last episode, he lost.
Yeah. Even though he defeated the nightmare, he still lost. Because your job as Zeztz is to keep them from crossing over. And because you just one was enough to infect the greater metropolitan area of Tokyo. I don't know if it went on further than that, but pretty much all of the metropolitan area has been infected because that motherfucker just again, he spread the butterflies, and the butterflies have now affected people that now it's more so susceptible that people who were not aware of this are now infected without them knowing that they're infected. So it's pretty much, if you heard the name Freddy Krueger and you don't know the name Freddy Krueger, you're fucked. Because
speaking of which, I want somebody to take a clip of Zeztz entering the dream world, and then like he turns his head, and then he sees Scary Terry from Rick and Morty, and he says, "Welcome to your nightmare, bitch."
You can run, but you get hide. Hey, you know what we haven't tried? Hiding.
Yeah. Although that would be pretty awesome if it was Scary Terry or Freddy Krueger, or maybe both. Seriously, why not? Hell, they have to make a kaijin that somewhat resembles Freddy Krueger at one point. I command it. But yes, because of what happened, the greater metropolitan area has been infected. So, kind of sucks. Kind of sucks for you, Baku, and your and your decorative boxer shorts that Eiji Hino would be proud of. But let us not despair, because the Otto Vagin lookalike has presented you with new toys that are available at your local Toys R Us, each sold separately. He is given a spy camera, a sensor alarm, and also a ID visor.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, that the toy of the camera literally has no electronics in it. It's just a hunk of plastic that comes with the decade capsule, which is probably what the main reason why most people will buy it.
Yeah.
What a rip! Isn't it always the gimmicks that are like, yeah, why did you buy this? Oh, I bought it for yeah, and that always the way. But also, let us remember, kids, you can also get more of these little round capsule toys in a capsule toy machine, because for 500 yen, you can go to a gachapon and grab one. Although I wonder if they actually like decked them out to look like these capsule release mechanisms that they have here. Like, I'm hoping that they do, because most gachapons are white. I'm like, can you imagine? I'm like, oh yeah, that's the official Geats one.
Yeah, capsuleception. You can get a capsule within a capsule,
but
within a capsule.
I think Baku broke the system, because he just did one twist and he pulled two out. I think seriously, I'm like, no, Baku, what did you do? You broke the machine. But he gets just like in a Mega Man game, he gets upgrades. He gets a flying and a what's the other one?
He gets a flight and stream.
Stream, like stream of water, stream of air, or
let them control water and
stream,
air.
Or streaming your favorite VTubers.
No, streaming Zeztz, of course.
Yeah, we're streaming Zeztz here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna use these pretty soon. But let us go back to the real world, which sucks. So we have Fuji and Police Girl, along with that asshole of the chief of police that like literally called them out useless like a couple episodes ago.
It's like, oh yeah, you guys will be working under the radar.
Isn't that what they were doing before? You didn't.
Yeah, in that truck, it's like you fire them for nothing. It's like you're trying to create like some kind of OSHA violation by denying them their W-4 rights.
It's kind of like, well, what happened kind of like opened their eyes. It's like, I think Fuji is not crazy. I think he might be onto something. Like, yeah.
You know, it's like you ever see the movie Office Space, where it's like, oh yeah, so Milton, like he was supposed to be let go a while ago, but he keeps getting paychecks, so we fixed the problem. Oh, so you fired him? I said we fixed the problem.
Yeah. The thing is that, again, I'm like, you know what? Who's got pie in his face? It's not Fuji. It's not Police Girl. It's you.
Yeah,
it's you. Because like he told you, and you were like, "You're stupid. Get out of my office." And then finally, that apocalyptic Devil May Cry kind of looking situation happened, and you're just like, I think I made a mistake. Yeah, you literally shut off the power grid that held the ghost in bay, and now half of New York is blown up, and they're going around causing trouble again. Thank you, Dickless.
Yeah, but it's still crazy thinking that in the previous episode, Zeztz lost. He failed.
No,
he killed Bomber.
He did,
but he failed.
But that was not the mission. Mm-hmm. Your mission was to prevent him from crossing over. Mm-hmm. And again, you souped up, you powered up, but you let him get away, and he did get away. Mm-hmm. And now we have a show because we have an official opening now. No joke. Yep. This is where the show officially starts, as said by the producer and the heads of this show. We just had 3 episodes worth of prequels. This is the actual start.
So basically, it's a Soul Eater.
Yes, if you must refer it to such, but hopefully it ends better. Mm-hmm. I swear, if he wins by the power of friendship, I'm walking away.
Yeah, no, I have to say, I sat through Soul Eater twice. And I have to say, one of the biggest disappointments of it was literally the ending. You had this Sasuke-looking guy, Ashura, and they killed him in the most mundane and unspectacular way.
Again, the printed word is a lot better than that. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, like that, like the anime police. It's like dubs over subs, but it's like why would they go to war with each other? Like, turns out it's like, oh no, like it was actually a manga reader, so it actually says subs over dubs.
Be as it may, I'm like, I finished Soul Eater completely. I know how it ends. I know how Demon Slayer ends. Mm-hmm. And people are still waiting on it. I'm like, dude, it ended in 2020. Catch up. Get with the times. Mm-hmm. But if Zeztz goes down that route, I'm walking away. Away. No, not doing this. Not having this again.
I doubt it's going to go that way because I know that the producer did talk about it's like, oh, we want to incorporate more American themes. Oh my God, I hope they're not going to do any kind of tween romances that ultimately go nowhere.
If you start pulling out werewolves and vampires in this shit, I'm walking away.
No, that was Cuba.
And won't they love triangles?
Look, honestly, we know nothing. Police Girl just seems so, disgusted with Fuji that she's even in this situation. Mm-hmm. Which I'm like, well, there's a dynamic right there. And as for, Baku is just a good boy trying to save the world and being overall good guy to his sister. Which bless his sister for caring so much.
But it just so happens that while they go on a run, he does try to save an old lady, but he ends up hurting himself.
Be a gentleman. Help the old lady with her groceries up the stairs, you savage. But before that happens, a tree branch falls off, nearly conking him on the head. But because of that, we actually get a triggered event. You know that dork that tried to hold them up in the dream world? You know, the sad looking guy with the box cutter? Mm-hmm. He just showed up.
And he seems like the nicest guy ever.
He does. I mean, he looks kind of thin, kind of thickly, maybe it wouldn't kill you to eat, have a snack. Mm-hmm.
Like God.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm not disrespecting the guy, but I'm like, okay, with what you did in the dream, you already lost points with me, but just by the look of you, I'm like, that doesn't seem that just seems normal for you. Why you're doing this, I don't know, but I don't think you're a bad guy. Mm-hmm. In fact, I don't even think you're a good guy. I think you're just kind of in between.
Yeah, just don't go snooping any Fresh and Fit podcasts.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, we go to a bar where this guy is
Where there's a poster of them, by the way.
yeah, selling what I think is a soda or it's an alcoholic beverage called
No,
Lemmy
it's a fizzy water, like
Sparkling.
like a tonic or like a seltzer.
Well, again, looking at this photo, her face is shiny. Her face is like so. Am I assuming is Nemu actually a real person, or is she just like an advertisement? You know, like
Overly glamorized, probably.
overly glamorized AI. Is she not real? Is she real? Because we see her a lot in advertisements. We don't really see anything about. Is she a singer? Is she a model? An actress? She's just an advertisement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it
But
going to be like a DJ Sagura thing to where you don't expect anything out of the character at first, but then they turn out to be like a huge deal in like the end game?
they wind up being Lucifer Morningstar.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Who
Yeah,
ended up becoming Prometheus with the
Yeah.
torch.
Yeah. Yeah. So we actually do find out because there no joke, there are a lot of advertisements with Nemu here, so that's why I'm saying is she a real person? Because we just see nothing but advertisements of her like in real life. That's why, especially in this scene. But we find out that this guy is actually been childhood friends with her since they were kids, and I guess throughout the years he has developed a crush or a love for her, but never had the stones to say anything.
You know, this is one of my favorite scenes from Not Another Teen Movie, where it's like where like Chris Evans and the other guy are arguing over who should get the girl because one person's like, "But I'm the childhood friend that she falls in love with." No, I'm the bad boy who with a heart of gold that she falls in love with.
The part, Chris Evans, you're a fucking tool, dude. I love you, man, but you're a tool.
And then the guys and then the other guys, it's like I'm going to whisper absolute nonsense to your ear to make him think that I'm revealing some kind of deep, dark secret so that he's going to confess to revealing an actual deep, dark secret on his own. Okay, listen, I have a secret to tell you. I was actually I was actually bribed to give you a glam up, but I've fallen in love with you since then. You jerk.
Well, at least in that situation, it's not like Scotty didn't know.
Yeah, Taka didn't know that Michi was.
Tori didn't know much of anything. Let's just say that Tori was not. When it came to Helheim, he knew, but when it came to life, Tori didn't know.
Yeah, Taka didn't know. Taka didn't know. So don't tell Taka.
Yeah. So apparently, the guy who we are now saying is the dreamer is a childhood friend obsessed with her, and he doesn't want her to get married, even though we find out that the marriage is not a real marriage. It's more like a betrothal. Like, it's an arranged marriage. It's not for love. It's for, like, political and money. Because if we were to unite these two families together, that still is a thing. That is still a thing. So it's like, oh, but she would never do it. Well, she's doing it. She's not saying no. So, I mean, if her body, her choice, her wedding, her choice. And if she actually was against it, why is she still going through it? Even his friend is like, "Come on, man, you gotta get with the times. Don't be this childhood the TV specials. It doesn't work that way in real life." Which, yeah, that's kind of true. If you don't say anything, nothing's gonna happen. And so I don't even know if she even knows this about this crazy stalker dreamer guy, you know?
Mhm.
But either or, the target of this whole thing is, her name is Miyuki, is the bride. But we're assuming that that her friend is causing the problems. But so far, no Nightmare. The only like presence that we've gotten is just a black feather that was found when that all went down. But
so Crow Hogan from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is featured in this episode. Sweet.
I knew you were gonna go that route. I was gonna go with Eric Draven, but actually no. Jimmy Cuervo, but like
I saw it and I was like, do not tell me you're pulling out the black wings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, black feathers in Japan, but either or.
Yeah. In America, they're black wings, but in Japan, they're black feathers. I'm like, yeah, but again, it does fit because we have a plague Dr. Crow.
Exactly. It's he's here to come to cure you of the disease, like the SCP.
And the disease is what? It's love. That is the disease. I'm like, you know how many good men and women we have lost to love? Way too many.
Mm-hmm.
Way too many. But again, the thing is like if this is true, if it is true that this guy, this childhood friend, is the dreamer that's dreaming all this, why try to hurt her in the dream of all things? Why not actually say something in real life? Even Baku is kind of like questioning it. Like, I'll protect her, but it's not making sense. She's happy. She's down to go through it. But if this is your childhood friend, shouldn't you have said something before? Or maybe make he even said she's not down with this. I know she's not down with this. I'm like, I don't know, man. She looks happy. Mm-hmm. She looks fine. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Who knows? You might be just a dumbass. Who knows?
Yeah.
But apparently we're doing another wedding. I get it's a rehearsal, right? It's not the actual wedding, right?
Yep.
Because Baku winds up giving putting his motion cameras, his sensors and everything all over the place. And of course, this guy shows up again. Yeah. So, okay, I take it back. It is a wedding. We're actually getting married. We're having a wedding scene. And if you know most things about weddings, there's always got to be some dumbass to say, I object. Or in most cases, it's a cow.
Yeah.
No joke.
But like with the monster in this episode, the Plague Dr. Crow, I know we talked about how, maybe there's a possibility that they're putting in subtle rider designs into the monsters. I can't see it in this one. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, was the whole bomber nightmare looking like build, was that just like a coincidence then? Like unintentional?
I mean, let me see. It is a crow. It has a plague doctor mask. As far as I know, we haven't had any avian Kamen Riders other than Ols, but he never used any crows or anything like that.
Yeah, but Build wasn't a bomber either, so
I mean, looking at him, I'm like, It does feel like Mike, does it not give vibes of a Fangire?
A little bit, mainly because Fangires have the bird motifs. Didn't I say last week about Fangires and birds?
Yeah, it does. Although I'm not seeing a hidden bird motif other than just it being a raven,
Yeah. Well, although to be fair, the rat Fangires looked way too much like crows.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Almost two on the nose.
It does. Yeah, no, I mean, I do like this Kaijin's look. It really does. It's and also, I mean, kind of traditional, kind of proper that it is a plague doctor because, as we all know, yeah, they were doctors, but typically plague doctors were men of the clergy that were going around trying to heal the sickness of the people during the plague. So it all taking in part of a church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it works. I am liking it.
Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes. We all fall down.
But again, we are seeing the aftermath taking place in the real world as well, because obviously we have Police Girl and Fuji go to the same church that
we find mysterious black feathers everywhere.
They found the feathers.
Well, it's because of Crow Hogan, remember?
Yeah. So it's like, wait a minute, where did these feathers come from? Like, there's no damage, there's no nothing. And it's like, yeah. So what does that mean? It means we got a young 17-year-old kid to go interrogate now because he knows something. And yeah, he does. He does know something. He's fighting a crow. And again, I gotta tell you, watching these last 5 minutes of this episode, I had to position myself there are so many angles. There's so many everything's upside down. Everyone's from the side. It's a Rorschach.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's that famous painting of the steps?
Oh, you mean MC Escher's steps?
Yeah, it's an Escher painting. Why did I say Rorschach?
Well, it could be worse. At least it's not 99% of the angles in Battlefield Earth.
I was kind of just at a loss. I was like, wait, what? But yes, the entire world got flipped. The entire
turned upside down.
All over the place. We're like, what is going on? I'm like, yeah, well, we're doing a gravity rush type of.
I need to play those. I have both of them on my PlayStation.
And you haven't played them?
No, I was so caught up on Spider-Man and Devil May Cry and the Jedi Fallen Order that I completely forgot.
Yeah, no, you need to watch those.
I played Grist too, if it's worth anything.
Well, yeah. Well. But yeah, so we get that whole thing about so obviously for some reason the bride gets flung out of the church. And I'm like, all right, cool. Although again, this doesn't make sense. So if it is true that the best friend, the childhood friend, is involved with this, then where is he? Because typically such a creature would the parent or its host would be nearby. But no, it's not the case. That is not the case at all. And Baku obviously activates the wing upgrade, so now he's able to fly around and be Superman, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess in this case, Batman, just because of how he looks.
More like Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fighting Beyond Joker, or no, I'm sorry, Beyond Scarecrow at this point.
Yeah, Scarecrow, good one.
Yeah, it's so. But again, the whole battle is it's Inception levels, because again, we're fighting upside down, we're fighting right side up, we're fighting at all places. We're like, what's going on? Don't know. But the thing is, and Baku sees it because he's fighting the crow. Homeboy best friend is over there, and the future husband's over here. Miyuki, the bride, is nowhere to be found. Okay. But, oh wait, I'm sorry. Not to be found. She was left on the building. But the thing is, wait. So it's not him, it's not him, then what? Then who's the dreamer? Because both of them look concerned. They're both looking like, where is she? Where is she? I'm like, if they were the ones that wanted her hurt, they wouldn't care. But it's like, again, the light bulb turns on that the dreamer is Miyuki.
Yeah, it shows her at the end having a nut, like in her bed, moving around, having a nightmare.
What's really interesting? Well, I did see this coming, and like obviously they're trying to go for an angle where like she wants to be rescued by the childhood friend. You know, like she wants to be Rachel McAdams while he's Owen Wilson.
I didn't want that. I was like, wait, no. Again, here's the thing, though, and I might be like shooting, like I might be shooting in the dark blindfold here. Is it that does she want to be saved, or does she want to sabotage it so she doesn't have to get married?
Yeah. Either way, I know that she doesn't want to get married to this guy, from what it seems.
Yeah,
but hold on. The executive producer at the Comic-Con did say that there's a huge plot twist in episode 5. So how crazy would it be that Miyuki is actually a red herring, and it's actually the groom that's in there? It's like he wants a reason for a third-party person to like intervene so that he wouldn't have to marry her. Or worse, what if he wanted to hire the dude to kill her and get some kind of like insurance money from like the prenup or whatever.
Well, again, the family's loaded, so killing her, what would that do?
All right. So, what if, just hear me out. What if the family only appears to be loaded, but it's only looks, and they're actually like broke? So she needs to get married so like the dude needs to get married to her in order to get her money. You remember a Power Rangers RPM where the Lansdowns were actually broke, so they're trying to marry that rich dude so that they won't be broke anymore. But I love how
so pretty much it's the corpse bride.
Basically,
it's like someone's trying to get money out of her, but it's like, yeah, I don't want. So it's best just for her to die and for me to get the inheritance because I am her husband or whatever. I don't know. It could be, but I mean, both the husband or the future husband and the friend are kind of concerned as to what's going on. So who knows? I mean, she could be just a pick me and just be like, I don't want either. I just want to, I just want to live my own life and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, maybe. So who knows? All we know is that, yeah, it's not the creeper. It's not the husband. It's the bride. The bride wants this nightmare is, if again lucky, this nightmare will try to get her and then try to come to our world. So that's it. We must wait for next week to find out what happens.
Yep. Oh boy. So exciting. All right. So final thoughts on the episode.
Well, it's an interesting setup, like a couple red herrings here and there. Like, it makes you think that it's the best friend who wasn't brave enough to, tell her his feelings and whatnot. But then it's like, there's like a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of things that are questionable. And then it makes it at the end seem like it's the bride who's actually, having the nightmare. So, it's an interesting setup, and I'm looking forward to see how it resolves.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's a good episode. I'd say I'd give it like an 8.5.
All right. How about you, Steve?
I'm gonna give it a 7 for right now because again, it's a 2-parter. So in total, as of right now, we're just setting it up. what's got me intrigued is like why she wants this to happen. And I don't want it to be the obvious answer of like, I want someone to save me. I'm like, no. There's something more here. There's really something more here that you're not telling. And even the preview kind of said like, yeah, we're gonna need to lock up the bride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Very, 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 very extreme measures that you have to do. So what is it that we don't know that they do? So as of right now, I just give it a 7 because again, it's set up and we're left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I give it an 8. I like the premise and I like how it sets up the new form, which is more than I could say for a lot of, seasons, but it is what it is.
If they used like his actual hands, kind of like an actual like bat or like a winged creature modification for his arms, instead of just giving him like a makeshift cape that made him fly around,
Yeah.
Because when he uses the other ones, his hands, his legs, like, warp and transform. Here, it's just like, oh, cape add-on.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really seem so organic to him,
Yep. I can now fly with Sky Rider.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right. Let us know what you guys thought. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you thought of this batch of episodes? Not batch of episodes. I mean, like, I'm so used to like with me being with Steve. It's like I'm so used to like there being like an actual batch of episodes. No, it's just the one episode. What did you guys think about this one episode and only this one episode? I give it an 8 out of 10. I like the dogfights, and I can't wait for the next episode where they presumably will use the next form.
Yep.
Right. This episode was fun. What pacing issue?
Exactly.
That's what I say. We get ask me that after 10 episodes.
Or 16 in this, or since Kamen Rider is like 16 episodes for the first arc.
Yeah.
All of the Soul Eater jobs is hilarious, but seriously, I love the guy with the pot of fire and pot of thunder.
I'm actually the only one here who hasn't said my opinion on Soul Eater.
Really? Like, what are your opinion on Soul Eater?
Say it.
I think it's pretty good. It's not my favorite anime ever, but I did enjoy it. Although I do agree that the ending could have been better. But I still, I thought the openings were great. I liked the characters. I always got amused by Death the Kid's, symmetry OCD. In fact, one of my friends, he cosplayed Death the Kid, and a bunch of people kept saying like symmetry jokes to him, and it eventually got to the point where he's like, "All right, I've had enough of this."
Yeah. You have 3 lines on the left side of your head. No, I'm a freak.
Yeah, I kind of get it though, because when I cosplayed Yusei Fudo, I had a bunch of people saying to me over and over and over again, "Card games on motorcycles."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
However, I still want
motorcycles.
However, unlike him with Death the Kid, I actually want to cosplay Yusei again.
Yeah. All right. Imagine if they went full MC Escher in one episode. I mean, it'd be cool.
I wouldn't put it past them if they did.
Like, I would love a full MC Escher episode. I mean, that was one of the best parts of the movie Labyrinth. Also notice this host only has 2 doors that we see at least.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, like does the whole number of doors thing depend on the person?
Maybe.
Well, remember, it's like those who were aware of the nightmares had a door, but now with what the bomber did, does that? I mean, is it now like more like? Is it now just not just one door, multiple doors? Does it depend on the person? Does it depend on their dreams? What exactly? That is a question. That is a question to ask.
Absolutely. Yeah. Alrighty. Also weird that the doors are not attached to walls. I mean, that
It's a
is
dream. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah,
So.
it doesn't make sense. The friggin' door can be on the floor for all we know.
Yeah.
No, it's like that door in Mystic Force, to where they open it up in the desert. It takes them to the Tribunal of Magic.
Oh yes, the tribunal. That bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
You know, it was mainly the Black Tribunal one that was like an ass to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, and we don't care.
It's like, will you let them have a chance to speak first before you say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. The dogfight scene was epic. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I love it when Kabuto cooks up a sauce of a conspiracy. Hey man, it's all about the sauce.
Yep.
Like,
but I'm wearing Kabuto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's wearing black.
Mm-hmm.
As in Kamen Rider black.
I'm Black Kabuto.
So you're Dark Kabuto.
Dark.
Oba-chan ga iteta, Tedo Michiyuki, subete wo tsukasuru ko.
Yes. Yeah, my two favorite riders, Tendo and Kotaro.
Yeah. Okay, we need to switch shirts for a second. All right. Okay.
No, I'm Kabuto. Me.
Yeah, relax, Kagami. I'm sure you could just order another mackerel. Hey, Tendo, I'm so sorry, but we're all out of mackerel. Oh, it's okay. I got this one. God damn it, Tendo. That was supposed to be my mackerel.
Yeah, Nintendo and Kakamemi.
Yes. Yeah, it's Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Super Nintendo Soji.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon. Stay notified for these videos because we got a lot of content. We got Ultraman Omega, #1 Sentai Gojuger, Kamen Rider O's, and Kamen Rider Zeztz. That's right. DCs and O's, they haunt us. They're so fun. But yes, and also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movies and TV shows. And on both channels, we've got a lot of interviews, and we hope you enjoy those interviews because we have plenty more for us to upload for you guys to enjoy. And also stick around because very soon we will be doing our 3,000 subscriber special of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and yes. So, where can the people find you guys?
Just on IGN. Thank you so much, guys.
You can find me at youtube.com and Twitter at AxelRanger.
You can find me on Instagram at Bouken_Kabuto. And with all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Pasadena Comic Con at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th. And on August 28th to the 30th at the same venue for Power Morphicon. We love you guys. We can't wait for all that Galwit Misto action of getting that Mystic Force cast celebrating their 20th anniversary. We love you guys. Until next time, have a great rest of your week. That's right. We still got one more show for the rest of the week. And yeah, we love you guys. Bye.
Good night, guys.